everyone, it's Annette. So if you are a nail content creator, you know that we put our nails through the ringer. I have been wanting to do the peel off method. I have not mastered it yet. These are the 4 peel off base coats that I have. I want like an instant peel off method to where I can pop it off within a day. But then on the other hand, I want to be able to, like, if I needed to, you know, like take an e-file to the nail, depending on if I'm using acrylic or polygel or, you know, whatever. So I need a method to where it will last through like the e-file or hand filing, but then also where I can pop it off within, you know, like a day. So these are the ones that I have so far. I have the Cocoa and Claire. I have used it, but I think I actually did the nail prep too much because it did last for quite some time. I did do the UNT, but I think I might have did something wrong with it because like instantly when I was even just trying to paint the nails, they were popping off. I have not tried the Moran and I have not tried the Macart. So these are the ones that we are going to be trying. We are also going to try, somebody else also said, I think it was Nails by Dev. She uses like a cuticle oil and then she uses like a no wipe top coat. This is the one I'm using because I don't want to, you know, mess up any of my other top coats. And I'm just curious. I need to figure out a way where I can create content and I can just pop them off really easily without having to use the little sticky pads, because when you do the sticky pads, I don't know, me, I guess because I do the nails on the stands, I end up getting them too thick, and then when I use the sticky pads, then they just look fake. So I want to try to find something that's going to work for me, and hopefully it will help you if you are having the same problem. What I've already done is I have applied a little bit of cuticle oil to my nails on these 4 fingers. And then on this finger, I have not applied any cuticle oil. As a matter of fact, I'm going to wipe this one off again with some alcohol just to make sure that nothing else had gone on there. So we're going to do that. And on the thumb, we're going to do the UNT. So we'll try that. And I think I want to try, we'll have to see how this goes. I'm like getting nervous all of a sudden, but it's okay because it's fine. We'll figure it out. I'm going to try the, I think I'm going to try the Betty CORA 8-in-1 with the UNT. I'm just having a feeling that the UNT is just going to just pop off instantly for some reason. I don't know if it's just me or what. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to do the UNT, and it says to apply 2 coats and let it dry in between. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to do that because this is like a air dry. Okay, so I guess I better get a cleanup brush because apparently I'm sloppy today. Get it on the sides over there because that's not going to work. Okay, so we're going to let that dry. That's the first coat. Okay, now this one, this is where I am conflicted. So I have used the Cocoa and Claire, but I did a lot of prep on my nail, but I did put the cuticle oil on. So I'm kind of like a little, you know, concerned. So we will see how that goes. Maybe I did not, I don't know if this has a sticky layer. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll just wipe off the nail after I cure it. I'm going to put a little bit more cuticle oil because I don't want to get stuck with these on during the weekend, especially when I don't feel good. So put a little bit more cuticle oil on that one. And then this one, I think you add 2 coats. So I think you like cure it for like so long. And maybe I was over curing it. I'm not sure. I was kind of discussing it with my husband. So because he was trying to help me figure it out. Maybe I might have put too thick of a coat on. Maybe I didn't do 2 coats and I should have done 2 coats because I did see somebody say like you had to do it, then you had to like cure it kind of fast and then do a second coat really quick. because the oil makes everything spread, which makes sense. I'm trying not to knock over my orange juice over here because when I am sick, I am a klutz. Literally, I'm just, it's not like I'm like a lot of coughing, congestion sick. I do have like one side of my nose is clogged. The other side is a little runny. It's more like in my head. My head is just like, it just feels like so like stuffed in my head. And when I go to like walk, like from one place to another, I am exhausted and also out of breath. So I am just taking it easy today, meaning doing an experiment, not like trying to have to figure out a look, because it takes time to try to figure out those looks. Okay. Let's see if this is sticky. That is sticky. Okay, so I'm going to just wipe this off with some alcohol, just like the dispersion layer, because I'm wondering if that is what was causing it to stick so well to the gel. Because I was using the bubble gum, the pink bubblegum gel, and it was not coming off. I can just tell you that. It was not coming off. And we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna do a second coat of the UNT on the thumb, just to make sure. Just to make sure we have enough. Give everybody a chance. I'm not really like I'm not trying to say one company is better than the other company. I'm just trying to figure out what's going to work for me, because like everybody's nail, you know, like everybody's system is different. Like some people have oilier nails, some people have drier nails. It just depends, you know, what your chemical, you know, chemistry is. So it just depends how you are. So we are going to start with those two. I think we're going to just start with those two. So let's try the Betty CORA 8-in-1 gel, and we will do that on the index finger. And we will see how that goes. So I'm in between sizes. I'm in between a 5 and a 6 on my index finger. So I just went ahead and I filed it down a little bit. And I don't want to get too much glue because I really don't want the mess of it seeping over. I do really like their glue. It's not too thick and it's not too thin. Or their 8-in-1 nail glue. So let's see how we do. I'm going to stick that in the lamp for about a minute. Okay, so we have a little bit of bubbles. It's not, again, we are not comparing the glues. We are just going to see what's going to work for me and hopefully for you. So far it's holding up. This is the Cocoa and Claire. Okay, that is looking promising. Still on there. Okay, so I'm just curious to see how it's going to work like with a polish, you know, like doing some more curing. So I'm just going to go ahead and use this color. I received it in the scoops, and it's not necessarily a color that I care for. So we are going to use it for the test. Okay, so we're back. This is 2 coats of the Nail Couture. It's 016. It's this green. And then I did the 1 coat of the Mepha gel no wipe top coat. So let's just recap. This is the peel off base, the Coco and Claire peel off base. What I had done was I did not buff my natural nail. I did apply some cuticle oil to the natural nail and I rubbed it in, and then I just applied a little bit more because I was worried I wiped it off with some alcohol. And then I applied 1 coat of the Coco and Claire peel off base, cured for 30 seconds, applied a 2nd coat, cured for 30 seconds, and then wiped off the sticky layer. And then I applied 2 coats of the polish and then 1 coat of the top coat. So let's see how this goes. Okay, so this is working very well. It's a little stuck. Okay, very well. Okay, I like that. That is good. It did not peel off any part of my natural nail, which is a plus. Yes, my hands are kind of a mess right now. But anyways, that worked really, really good. So I think it was because maybe I didn't wipe off the... well, I'm not sure why it's working so well. Maybe it's just I didn't have enough cuticle oil. Maybe it's because I didn't do 2 coats of the Coco and Claire. I'm not totally sure, but that worked out really nicely. So let's try the same method. Well, not the same method, but we are going to use the same glue. We are using the UNT. So we have 2 coats of the UNT on, and it almost, okay, so that was around my fingers. So the UNT is the one that I had a problem with. It just wants to pop off, period. It doesn't make a difference what I do. So let's get this over here so we get that ready. Okay, get that over there. Okay, we are going to be using the CORA 8-in-1 glue. We're going to be doing the thumb. I think there's a piece of glitter in here. Would not surprise me with what's been going on in my nail room lately. Yes, there is a piece of glitter in here. That's fine. We can keep the glitter. It's not a big deal. Okay, so I'm just trying not to get too much because I really don't want it to seep out the sides and get it on me. I will probably have too much. Okay. So, and yes, there's some glitter in there. That's interesting. Okay, so I am going to just place it down, make sure there's no bubbles. Stick it underneath the lamp. So I'm going to pop that in the lamp for a minute. I'm going to do a little bit of filing just like we did with the other one. See how well it holds up. So far this seems to be working better than the last time I tried it. But I did not put any oil on my fingernails, cuticle oil on my fingernails this time. Last time I had put the cuticle oil when I had tried it and it kept popping off. So that was probably the issue with that. Okay, we're going to get the e-file. So I'm just going around because I'm just wanting to see how well it's going to hold up. Using the e-file on it. Like I said last time, I put the cuticle oil down first, and that was probably the reason why it wanted to pop off so fast. My application on this one wasn't the greatest, but still, it is still holding up. Okay, so that held up with the e-file, and I'm not being careful. So we're going to go ahead and do the polish test just to see how it's going to hold up. I kind of have you guys zoomed out a little bit. Let's just do that. And I'm not worried about how it looks. We're just testing. So I'm not going to, buff that out. I'm not worried about my application of the polish. I I don't want it on my skin though. So it's just, definitely don't want it on the skin, especially considering it's green. I don't know if it would stain my cuticles, but we don't want to take a chance. So we're going to pop that in for 30 seconds. Okay, so a recap. Before we applied the UNT Ready for Takeoff, we did not buff our natural nails and we did not put any cuticle oil on our nails. I applied one coat of the UNT, let it dry, then applied the second coat, let it dry. Then I applied the full cover tip with the Betty CORA 8-in-1 nail glue. Went ahead and cured that for a few seconds, then cured it in the lamp for a minute. Then I did 2 coats of the polish and then 1 coat of the top coat. So let's see how this goes. Okay, that actually was easy to get off, but I don't know, it's kind of weird. It felt a little stronger than the Cocoa and Claire, but then on the other hand, the Cocoa and Claire, I did have the cuticle oil on my nail, but still very pleased with the Cocoa and Claire also. So far, this is actually working out better than I thought. I think we're gonna go with the Macart. And we're going to try the Macart next. So I'm trying to decide if I should put a little bit more cuticle oil on because of the fact, like I said, it's not because I want them to stay on. This is just for content creating. We have not filed our fingernail. We have put a little bit of cuticle oil on it. We have rubbed it in as good as it's going to get. It's not floating, you know, we have rubbed it in. We are going to use the Macart Peel Off Base Coat. Okay, 1 coat. Cure for 30. Okay, we're coming back on for the second coat. We're going to cure it for 30. Okay, I'm wiping off with alcohol just to make sure. We'll let that dry. Again, this is the Macart Peel Off Base Coat. And now this is the Betty CORA 8-in-1 nail glue. Okay, now I'm gonna stick it underneath the lamp for a minute. Okay, so this is cured for a minute. We're just going to do the same thing we did with the other ones. We're just going around. Being overly careful. Okay, so I'm not sure if we need to go in with the nail polish, but maybe we should, just because we did that to the rest of the nails, so it all has the same process. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna put 2 coats on and a top coat, and I'll be back. Okay, so let's recap on this one. We used the Macart Peel It Off Base Coat. We did not prep our natural nail. We did apply some cuticle oil to the nail. We applied 1 coat, let it cure 30 seconds, applied a second coat, let it cure 30 seconds, and then we applied our tip. We also applied 2 coats of the polish and 1 coat of the top coat. And when I do my polish, I let the first coat cure for 30 seconds, the second coat cure for a minute, and then the top coat cure for a minute. And that's what I do with all of them. So let's go ahead and see how this works. Oh, this one popped off very simple. Okay, this one popped off faster. This is the fastest pop off. But it might be because of the fact that I did add a little bit of cuticle oil. But like I said, this is what I am looking for. This is exactly what I am looking for. So that is very nice. And it was on there pretty sturdy, like so sturdy enough for like pictures and stuff like that, you know, until you get your shots and everything that you need. And then you just pop them off. Just try this one with the Maron. Let's not add any extra cuticle oil. Let's just do it with what we have on here, okay? And see how that goes. So we're gonna do the same method. We're going to apply one coat, then we're going to apply, and I hope I'm not gonna regret this. This is pretty thick. I think this is thicker than the rest of them. Okay, we're gonna apply our second coat. And this is much thicker than the other ones. This Maron. So we are going to cure this for 30 seconds. Okay, so this is 2 coats, 30-second cure each time. This is a lot thicker than the other ones. You can actually see it built up. Oops. So we're gonna take the sticky. I think there was some sticky on there. Take that off. I'm going to take our Buddy CORA 8-in-1 nail glue. I'm really enjoying this nail glue, by the way. We're going to ignore the green part on my finger from the gel polish. We should actually probably get that off. I mean, I know it's Christmas, but I don't think we need to stain our fingers. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put this in the lamp for a minute. Okay, so it was quick cured and then it was cured in the light for a minute. Just going to do the same thing we did with all the other ones. Go around the sides. Go around the top. Get my file. Okay, I'm going to apply 2 coats of the polish and 1 coat of the top coat, and then I will be back. Okay, so we are going to recap. So we are using the Maron peel off base coat. We did not buff our natural nail. We did apply some cuticle oil. We did not apply extra cuticle oil to the nail. We went ahead and we did 1 coat and we cured it for 30 seconds. We did a second coat, cured it for 30 seconds. We did, then we wiped it off with alcohol. Then we applied our tips with the 8-in-1 nail glue, and we let those cure for like a quick cure and then for a minute. I went ahead, I did 2 coats of the polish and let the first coat cure for 30 seconds, second coat cure for a minute, and then the top coat cured for a minute. So let's see how this goes. Okay, this is definitely on here. Okay, so this is what I was worried about. I needed to apply more of the, I needed to apply more of the cuticle oil. This was thicker. Okay, here we go. Maybe I just needed to break the seal. Okay, so the other ones I did not have to go around the cuticle with the file, but with this one I did. And so now it seems like it's still strong. Believe me, it is still, ow, it is still strong. And you can feel it as it's coming off. And now I'm reaching for tools to try to help get it off. Okay, this, I would definitely, this technique right here is not going to work for me, because this, okay, here we go. See, this is pulling out on my natural nails. I can tell this is like, this, I needed to use more cuticle oil. So definitely I needed to add more cuticle oil to this one. So, because that you felt. Okay, so for this technique, we are going to do the cuticle oil and we are just going to do a top coat. I am just using the Mepha nail gel soak off no wipe top coat is what I'm using. And we're going to be doing the pinky. And I just washed my hands, so that is why I am making sure I'm applying an okay amount of the cuticle oil, but I am making sure I am rubbing it in. Okay. So I am going to apply the top coat. I'm going to let it cure for 30 seconds, just like we did with everything else. Seconds. Here is our second coat of the top coat. It's going in for 30 seconds. Okay, now I know this doesn't have a stick. Well, maybe it is a little sticky. It's not really that sticky, but I just want to do what I did with the rest of them. So we just applied a little bit of alcohol. We're going to let that dry for a little bit. Okay, you're going to apply the nail. I'm gonna cure it for a minute. Okay, so this is what it is looking like. We are going to go in with the file on the side. It's feeling pretty, pretty sturdy enough for, like pictures. Oh. I had a little bit of seepage. Go ahead and we're going to polish it just like we did the other ones. Recap, I did not buff my natural nail. I did put on cuticle oil on the natural nail and rub it in really good. I did one coat of a, basically a no wipe top coat. Let that cure for 30 seconds, did another coat of a no wipe top coat, let that cure for 30 seconds, wiped off the top with an alcohol pad just in case. Then I went ahead and I applied the full cover tip with the Betty CORA 8-in-1 nail glue. I let that cure for like 30 seconds, then I put it in the lamp for a minute, and then I did 2 coats of the polish. First coat is cured for 30 seconds, second coat is cured for a minute, and then I did the no wipe top coat again and cured that for a minute. So let's see how these come off. Okay, and these come off really nice. So, and I would say that they stay on enough for pictures. In the end, I am pleased with the results from all of these, including the method for the top coat. The only thing I'm wondering is if the Maran, I mean, I shook it up and it just seems like the Maran is a lot thicker. I don't know if you can... It just seems a lot thicker than the other ones. As for where like the Coco and Claire is not that thick. I mean, it's thick, but it's not that thick. The Maran just seems really thick to me. The Macart is nice. I like the Maran, don't get me wrong. I'm just wondering if because it is so thick, that's what makes it stick so much better. It is really thick compared to the other ones. But again, if you are not looking for a peel off situation, you know, that's gonna, you know, if you're looking for a situation that's gonna last, see, it's not even dripping. If you're looking for a situation that's gonna last you a while, this is great. I mean, I would totally recommend the Moran, but I'm looking for a situation that I can literally pop off, like, you know, right after I'm done doing the set and taking the pictures. So, but yeah, this is not moving. This is like literally not moving. I mean, it's like, I didn't even know if there you go. That's as much as it, see that clump? That's it. It's not really moving. There we go. It might just start. It might start dropping now. It just dropped just now. That's how thick it is. So I think it's a good product if you don't want to peel them off instantly. So I am not saying that this is not a good product. I am not saying any of these are not good products. I am just, this comparison was just for myself to see what was going to work for me for my own specific situation. Like I said, I just wanted to last long enough to be able to withstand filing, e-filing, you know, putting on the design, the polish, you know, whatever, and then popping them off like pretty much within the same day or the next day. That's basically what this experiment was about. And as I said before, I am happy with basically all 5 items that I used, including the no wipe top coat, but also on the Moran, I did not put an extra coat of the cuticle oil on my nail as I did with all the other ones except for the UNT. I did not put any cuticle oil on. Like I said before, this was just a little experiment for me. Hope it helps somebody else out if you were, you know, having the same problem I was having. I did try the pop-off method before, and it didn't work out for me. But I think what my problem was is I was prepping my natural nail, and you don't need to do that. And then also I think I was not adding enough cuticle oil. So, and with this one, you don't need to add any cuticle oil. So that's the thing. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope it wasn't too boring. I just wanted to go ahead and make a video like this because I did see some of the other ones, but I don't know. I didn't really get the gist of it in some of the other videos, so I think I kind of more made this video for me so I could go back on and look to see what I did. I did write notes as I was doing everything. I was writing my little notes, so I have my little notes to refer back to. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. Leave me comments down below, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day.